I thought the thing I learned the most was the response that our guys had from Tuesday night to tonight. I thought we were really ready to go. Our leadership deserves a lot of credit for that. I thought our captains really, Abrams and Egwu were under the weather and had been for a couple of days. They could have had every excuse in the book, and they didn't. They won't even tell you. They're tough kids, and they really willed themselves as well as our team. I thought Joe, John, Ray, those guys really battled and had everybody ready. I thought we really got off to a great start, maybe as good a start as we've had at both ends. I think at times our defense and our rebounding have been really good. Tonight, for the first time in the first half, first 20 minutes, I thought both the offensive end and the defensive end were an A. So I thought we really had it going. Probably played the best 20 minutes that we've played all year in the first half. Second half we didn't maybe quite finish it like we wanted to late in the game, and we'll take a look at that. But I told him I'm not going to take that away from at this point. We'll watch the film tomorrow to learn from that. But all in all, I thought our response was terrific. I thought we really shared the ball. Really made the extra pass, made the one more pass. I thought our defense was really good. I thought we dug out loose balls. I thought our hands were active. We did a lot of good things that we can build on. Questions?
Because after the other night, you didn't seem to be worried about Tracy as much as maybe some outsiders were. Is this today a reason why you have so much faith in him?
Well, no question. I just thought if obviously he made shots tonight, but he gets 7 rebounds tonight. He leads us with 5 assists. I thought he was the guy that sparked the ball movement in the first half. He was zipping the ball around, understood who the hot hand was. They got the ball to Iki a couple times. Really moved the ball. I thought he pushed the pace well in transition. I just thought he had a real good, pulse of what was going on out there at both ends of the floor. Obviously, you add that he made shots on top of all those things, then he had a heck of a first half.
All in all, is it a net positive? You come here and lose one disappointingly, win the other way really well, but where you're at after 9 games instead of 7, you feel like it's...
Yeah, I do, Steve. I think we're getting better. That's the main thing for me. The record's going to take care of itself. We can't control that all the time, but we can control getting better, working, having that attitude, that effort, the disposition we had in practice coming back off of a loss. You're always wondering, hey, you got a lot of new faces. What's practice going to look like? How are they going to be? You think your guys are going to play with pride. They're going to play with great effort, but it's one thing then to think it and then watch them come out and do it. And today they did it. They were ready to roll. I thought it was a real mature response by our group.
Coach, what was happening to create all the spacing for the 3-pointers? Hit a dozen in the game, 6 in each half. Was that just a function of ball movement?
Well, I thought it was the best ball movement we've had. I thought our execution was good. I thought we screened well. I thought we got what we were trying to get most of the time, especially in the first half. And I thought guys shared it. They put balls on time, on target. They really moved it. I thought that was a lot of it. Obviously, their defensive scheme, to cut off penetration, they're cutting it off and cutting off drivers, and our guys saw that, and they were willing to kick it out and make the extra pass and be unselfish, and fortunately, we made some shots.
Was there any concern from you after Tuesday night how they would respond?
No, I don't want to say concern. I would say I was more intrigued by, hey, mentally, they seemed really good. Now let's see if we're going to be ready to go physically. Are we going to come out and put our money where our mouth is? And we did. I thought the guys played with pride. They played hard. They played for one another. They played together. They were really connected at both ends of the floor. We had really good, for lack of a better word, harmony, if you will, at both ends of the floor. And that was good to see. Those first 20 minutes, I thought we were really good.
How difficult was the travel back and forth?
Well, that's not a factor. We can't allow that to be a factor. We have to be unconditional. I said that yesterday, and I really mean that. And the guys know that. We can't control all that. We got to prepare for the game, and whatever cards are dealt to us, we got to play those cards. And that's how life is. That's how basketball is. That's what I'm trying to teach them. And I thought our guys played their cards, well. Obviously, you don't want to have travel complications. We had a few on Wednesday, but Mark Morris does a great job, and working with his sidekick DB over there, those guys figured it out, and we were able to get back and have a chance to prepare on Thursday and Friday and Saturday, and then be ready to roll today.
You had a young group out there in the second half for a while. They didn't protect the lead so well. You got kind of hot
Yeah.
What was that?
Not so much about offense. Obviously, we turned it over. We can't turn the ball over. That happened a few times there. We got a little sloppy with the ball. I was more irritated with the fact that they were scoring every time down. I mean, I didn't think our defense was very good in that stretch. And to be quite honest, when the vets came back in, they struggled a little bit to stop them too. And then finally got a couple stops. But, you know, we've got to learn how to play 40 minutes, regardless of circumstance. You know, up big, down big, close game. You know, so we're trying to teach them that as well. And we'll get there. You know, we'll get there. But we also had some foul trouble there in the second half, and I think, you know, that our guys got a little bit tentative, Steve, defensively. Gambled a little bit less, didn't have their quite as active a hands. We're almost trying not to foul, and when that happened, I thought our defense wasn't quite as good.
Denson came in 22 a game, held them to 8 tonight, I think it was.
Yeah.
The way you guys.
That was a big part of our game plan. He's a terrific talent. He was a guy that shot, I believe it was double-digit free throws last year in the United Center. He averaged 11 free throw attempts a game. Coming into this game, he was 8th in America in free throw rate individually. So we knew part of his 21 a game that he was getting was from the free throw line. He's really talented and has a great knack for drawing fouls. So we wanted to try to do the best we could, Marcus, to defend him without fouling, and I thought our guys did that.
Was there a player who was primarily responsible
For him, Rice guarded him, Bertrand guarded him, you know, Nunn guarded him. We have different guys guarding him. But Bertrand and Rice had most of that responsibility. But we knew it was going to be a team effort because, Steve, he drives the ball. So if you're out of position with the other 4 defenders, even as good as the one-on-one defender might be, you know, you're in trouble against a guy like him. You've got to show him bodies. And I thought our guys off the ball were just as instrumental.
You see Charles Barkley, you know, in the first row. I don't know if you saw him, but
I didn't. The guys told me he was here, but I didn't.
to ask you if you think that has any effect at all on a player, a freshman, let's say.
I don't know. You'd have to ask them. You know, guys mentioned before the game that he was here. You know, obviously, you know, everybody knows who he is. But I didn't even think about it once I heard that and the ball tipped. So you'd have to ask the players, you know, if that affected them at all.
Denson did have 5 free throws, which is the same number as your team, and maybe that's just because you were so hot from outside. Ray got 4 of them. You made them all. Which
Yeah,
is
yeah.
They had about twice as many fouls as you did. Was that just because of the outside shooting?
Well, I thought it's what we were given. You know, I think we took what we were given. You know, the question earlier about the number of threes that we shot, I thought were good threes. You know, I thought we played penetrate and pitch basketball pretty well. I thought we shared the ball. You know, obviously we'd like to get to the line, you know, more than 5 times a game, Rob. I mean, I think that's, you know, stating the obvious. But all in all, I thought our shot selection was good. I thought our attack was good. I thought we executed well. You know, we'll have to take a look at it, but I thought we took what was given to us, and I thought we executed really well.
I don't know if you had a chance to gaze into the crowd at all, but can you recall a game when a road game when there were so few road fans?
You know, I didn't pay attention to that either, other than the fact that I recognized we had a lot of fans, Steve, which was, you know, terrific. Obviously, a lot of our fans traveled for the games. Some of them are here. You know, we got an alumni association here in the Atlanta area, and they support Illini athletics and Illini basketball heavily. We saw that Tuesday night. I mean, that was an unbelievable showing again, you know, 2 times in a row. So, you know, we're at a special place where they care an awful lot about Illinois basketball, so we're really, you know, really fortunate in that regard.
Anything else for Coach?
Okay, thanks.